welcome to my humble homestead and garden side chat. So today I have been at the lake house all day. We were on the boat all day. It was beautiful. It was great. I loved it. My niece and nephew came up from the cities and we had a great time. But I picked up some groceries on the way back. I went to the farmer's market out in Detroit Lakes this morning and I stopped at a co-op out there. So I got a bunch of fresh food, some things to try, and I pulled some stuff out of the freezer. So I was talking to somebody at work who eats out all the time. And no name shame, no food shame, but I was talking about how easy it is to just go ahead, make some meals, meal prep. These are going to be some of the easiest, fastest meals we can throw together and make. And we can freeze some of them. Some of them are going to be dump and freeze, where you can throw them in a slow cooker or an Instapot. Other ones, I'm going to make a couple white chicken enchiladas that will just be in a couple baking trays. I got a couple throwaway trays today at the store. That way, if you give one away, you don't have to worry about getting your pans back. And then I'm going to make another egg casserole. Now I have some leftover potatoes, so I just chopped them up, put them on the bottom of my pan. I can freeze this pan in my, the glass ones you can freeze. Now, I personally don't recommend this, but for somebody who's spending a lot of money eating out and stuff, you can take frozen hash browns and put them on the bottom. Or if you have leftover potatoes are so cheap. I mean, you can even just cook up some potatoes and chop them up, or you can use rice, anything left over. So that the first one we are going to do is this this egg casserole, because I'm going to cook this one in the oven while I cook the other ones. So I just chopped up some potatoes here. I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of salt and pepper on the bottom here. And you can pretty much do this with anything that you want. So I have some vegetables left over in the fridge, so I still have getting rid of this spinach. So I'm going to take this leftover baby organic spinach that I've been going through. It's starting to get a little bit, I'm going to pick out the ones that are good. And I'm going to throw these on top of, there's a couple that are kind of wilty. Throw those in my compost pile. But I'm going to pick out the ones that are good and throw those on top of my potatoes there to get a little bit of extra greens. But I think this spinach is about ready to go in my compost bin. I tell ya, I've been eating through it for a good week and a half now. But I still pick out the good ones and put them in this bake. There we go. And then what I do is, if you have frozen meat, like if you have frozen hamburger, I have some breakfast pork sausage. And it was in a frozen, how it comes in that frozen log, you can get the ground beef or whatever in that frozen log. I get my meat from Seven Sons. I can link it below. But I literally just put it in here frozen, just a tiny bit of water. And I chopped up an onion and I stuck it in here. And I just let it cook frozen, and then I just chop it up. So let me get a spoon. So I just take it and I chop it up. And then I'm going to take this breakfast sausage. You can take whatever kind of meat you want. If you even have leftover meat in the fridge, you can take this. So what I did is I cooked this up, and then I'm going to make another meal that's going to be a dump meal right in a Ziploc bag. And I took out a little bit of this meat. It's going to be a black bean chili, and I'm going to use a little bit of this meat for that too. Here we go. So about 8 to 10. I'll probably take about 10 eggs here, and then I'm going to add some milk. However, you can add up to a cup of milk there. I just pour. I save these shells for my compost, and I found out I can have chickens, so I'll be giving these back to the chickens. Still do a little bit of research on the chickens, so I'm gonna have to get a coop, and I'm just so excited. I was at the store today and the shelves were empty. They said, we are out of stock of eggs. But they did have the organic eggs, which are actually the ones that I buy. So I was like, that is okay. So I'm actually so glad that I can get some chickens and just have a couple laying hens there and just have some eggs. I mean, yeah, just have some eggs there. There's 8. Let's do a couple more here. And then I'm going to put some salt and pepper. I'm going to do that for everything. You get the garlic out, put some garlic in there, and the milk. So you can use whatever kind. If you have, I have almond milk, but you can use, you know, regular milk or whole cream, whatever kind you have. And then we're just gonna whisk this to. Oh, I forgot the garlic. I'm out of fresh garlic, so I use this from Costco, and I do like it. So then I'm just gonna whisk this together. And then we just whisk that in, and then we'll just pour that as evenly as you can over the sausage mixture. And then I got this cheese at the co-op that I went to, and it's supposed to be more digestible. So I went there and I asked about the raw dairy. And they don't even have goats anymore because there was like only one person that got the goat's milk, and they don't buy it anymore. So they did give me the name of a farmer that's in another part of Minnesota, and I can call him. But I tell you, it is so hard to get raw dairy in this area, period. So frustrating. So anyway, I'm just going to top this with some cheese. It smells like sharp cheddar. Don't know if it would smell different since it's supposed to be better digestible. All right, so I'm going to put some cheese on top, and now I'm going to bake this at 375. I'm going to bake it covered at 375 for 40 minutes, and then I'm going to uncover it for 15. So my small aluminum foil pieces at Sam's Club, at Costco. All right, so I'm going to stick this in the oven, and then we'll get on to the next. The black bean and sausage chili. So now these are awesome because they go right in the Ziploc bags, and then you can freeze them right in these bags, take them out, dump them right in your slow cooker, and there you have an easy, breezy meal. So for this one, I am going to, if I can get this to sit up, sometimes if you put it in a bowl, there you go, set it in a bowl, works great. Okay, so I'm going to take, I can actually probably have enough to do 2 of these. I'm going to take the sausage, just about a half a pound of the sausage, whatever meat. This original recipe came with ground turkey, so you can use, I had that, so that's what I was going to use. Then, now I do have some dehydrated black beans canned, but these organic black beans were on sale. So you know what? They're on sale, I'm going to buy them. So I'm going to stick a can. No, I think I am going to do 2 because I have that. I'm going to do 2 bags of this. So that, and then the other can of, and then these are rinsed and drained, and then I just threw them back in there. So there we go. Okay. And so I have, in each of those, I have half a pound of the sausage, whatever ground meat you want, then a can of the black beans, or if you have dried beans and you make them, this is about 15 ounces. It says a diced onion and a green pepper. So that is probably optional, but I did get some organic green peppers today at the co-op. So I think I will just dice a little bit up and put it in each of it, because that's always good in chili, right? And the onion I cooked in the sausage, so just to let you know, you can cook the onion in your meat. So I try to have everything ready before. But hey, here you can see how quick it is just to throw some stuff together in a bag. So this is our second meal. And oh, you know what? I was going to show you. This thing is so awesome. I can do it, but I have tomatoes in here. Usually what I would do is I just take this and I go, and it would just, in one little whiff, it would just slice it right up. So there we go. I just put about half a green pepper in, or half of a green pepper in each of them. So there's a little extra veggies in there. Okay. Now the other thing is I ran out of canned tomato sauce, so I actually just took I had powdered tomatoes, and I just made some real quick. So it's cooling in the fridge. 1 tablespoon of taco seasoning. Now I do have my homemade taco seasoning here that I do make. You can use store-bought, but I just kind of try to make my own. Ooh, that smells good. It's a lot of cumin. Just to kind of stay away from the MSG and things like that. So I just kind of make my own. So I just put a tablespoon in each of those. And I'm going to do a taco chicken one too. So I'm going to leave this out. All right. So I'm going to put some diced tomatoes. These are still hot. So I think while the tomato sauce is cooling, I'm going to move on to the next one. I'll put some diced tomatoes in there. And then we're just going to pour a can of tomato sauce. You can see it's steaming. A can of tomato sauce in there, and then some diced tomatoes. So I'm going to do that, and then that will be done. I don't want to throw hot tomato sauce in that bag. Oh, and I took out some corn that I had. So I was going to put just a little bit of corn in each of them too. Not a lot, because I'm going to use corn for another recipe too. So just a little bit of corn too. I thought that'd be kind of cute. All right, so I'm going to put some diced tomatoes from my, you use a can of diced tomatoes too if you don't, but I went to the farmer's market and got fresh tomatoes. I don't have any regular ones. So I'm going to put that. They smell amazing, these tomatoes. There we go. All right, so there's that. So now all I have to do is wait for the tomato sauce for that. All right, so on to the next. There's 2. On to number 3. Let's get rid of this bowl. I have dishes in the dishwasher right now, so that's why I'm throwing them all in my sink. Enchiladas. Let's see how easy these are to do. All right, so these are going to be white chicken. So I'm going to use these pans right here that I just got, throwaway ones. Sometimes you can use, I just have glass bread ones that I do too, or the round ones. Oh, like this. Sometimes I did this. So now I have some shredded leftover chicken. Now, I'm going to show you a couple other really cheaty, easy things I do. Okay, so sometimes I just take chicken breasts or chicken, the chicken that I have, throw it in the Instapot, 13 minutes, totally done, shred it up. So this was left over. Otherwise, if you want to be super easy, I got these at Costco. I make chicken salad from these. I don't know how, I just have so many left over that I would probably even use these because you mix so much in them. So if you want to be super easy breezy, just drain these and use this chicken breast. Hey, I would do it. Anyway, but I have leftovers, so that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so 5 cups of, let me move this out of the way. 5 cups of shredded chicken. Second thing, I forgot to get sour cream, or honestly, I don't know if I really know where organic sour cream is. So I just made my own. I took my own whipped cream, mixed it up, put some lemon juice in there, and let it sit, because you let it sit out. So that's how I just made my own sour cream. But you can buy sour cream at the store. But for this, you take a cup of sour cream in your 5 ounces of chicken. Okay, so that's one thing here. this is such a mess because I'm making so much stuff and I don't have that much room. So then cumin. No, I have cumin here. Cumin. So then we're going to take cumin, chili powder, and garlic powder. So, this cumin smells so good. This is organic cumin powder, this big thing. I got it on Amazon. I got it quite a while ago, but it was not a bad price. And it smells so good. And then chili powder. Put whatever you want, you know, it depends on how spicy you like your. And then some garlic powder. Whoop! That was a lot of garlic powder. Okay, and then we're just gonna mix this up. Okay, and now you're gonna see how easy these are. I also got these tortillas at the co-op too. That's kind of what gave me this idea to make these. I'm like, I have some salsa verde. I did not have enchilada sauce, so I just picked up a can of enchilada sauce. So I figured between the salsa verde that I have at home and the enchilada sauce, this would be perfect. So I'm going to put just a little bit of, so it doesn't stick, I'm going to put a little bit of enchilada sauce at each of the bottom of the pans. Right there. There we go. Going to rub it around because we definitely don't want I'm going to get a plate. So then I take a tortilla shell. I take a scoop of the chicken mixture, some Monterey Jack cheese, okay, welcome back. So, all right, hi, welcome back. Okay, I'm at a different angle because my phone needed to be charged. So it's plugged in. So let me try to see if I can hold. Okay, so this is the enchiladas. Here, I added some cheese on it. And then I'm going to dump some more enchilada sauce and a little bit of the salsa verde over the top here. And I actually even had enough to make myself a couple for dinner tomorrow. So how exciting is that? So let me just pour a little bit of this over the top. And delish. And then I put just a little bit of the salsa verde. Not a lot because I don't like them to be too soggy. All right. And then what I do is, so it came with these little things to cover them. So I'm going to put those on top. I'm also going to cover, and then I labeled them here with the instructions, which is they're white chicken enchiladas. So if thawed, they cook at 350 for 25 minutes. If frozen, 350 covered for 30 minutes, and then uncovered for 15 minutes. So you can just pull them right out and throw them in the oven as well. So I'm going to stick those right on the cover, and then I'm gonna actually I'm gonna cover them with tin foil, and then stick those right on. Okay. So then we're gonna move right along. Now, I did put the tomato sauce inside of these, and then what I do is before I do it, I just label right on here. This is the sausage black bean chili. This one just goes in a slow cooker for 5 or 6 hours. And then I put the date on it, okay? So I do this, so I just get the air out, and then I close it. And I have the other one already closed. And then if you want, you can just freeze them flat for a few hours, and then they store really nice, and they hardly take up any room in your freezer if you freeze them flat on a cookie sheet first, just for a few hours. If you are, if you don't have a lot of freezer space, that is an idea. Okay, so then I'm just going to get 2 more done really quick here. Just the Ziploc dump and go ones that are really easy. So the next one I'm going to do is a taco chicken. So for these ones, I'm just using chicken breasts. So I got some chicken breasts from the meat place that I get. So I'm just using 4 chicken breasts. These are individually wrapped. So I'm gonna put 2 in each bag. So let me get, I think I have a couple that I labeled here. Yep, taco chicken. And this on it says crock pot or slow cooker, 5 to 6 hours. So I do 2 at a time because when I'm making a mess in my kitchen, I kind of just do as many as I can. Get it done, get the dishes done, and be over with it. And then, like today, I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like 11 meals in like an hour. So, I mean, it's amazing. And then, I mean, just think of the money you know, and if you like to eat out Mexican, you have all these, you know, in your fridge or freezer. It just saves so much money. So here we go. And everybody at work, if I just stop talking so much, I'd get these done quicker. Y'all be laughing. All right, here we go. These gloves aren't on that great, but they'll be good enough. So I'm going to put 2 chicken breasts in each bag. Now, you can put up to 5 or 6 in each baggie. It's not gonna, it will be enough sauce for it. You don't need to worry about that, okay? So if you have a bigger family, I just put 2 in each because, you know, that's 2 servings. I pull out, that's 2 servings, that's 2 meals for me. That's plenty. But you know, if you're doing like a family of 4, a family of 6, you know, you can do 4 or 6 chicken breasts then. And they'll still be marinating in that sauce in your freezer. Okay, take these gloves off now. Okay, so now I have my chicken in my bags. And now I'm gonna do a can in each bag of the organic black beans. So like I said, you can do the dried if you know, soak and cook them, but I got these on sale, so I'm just going ahead and using them. Then corn, I'm going to use up my corn here, so I'm going to put some corn in each of them. Probably like, I'm putting a good amount of corn in here in the salsa one. So, I mean, that was a big bag. I would say probably like a good cup to 2 cups of corn in each. Then I'm going to put the diced green pepper there. I'm going to put that in each of them too, because I have it. That's optional. If you have it, you can put it. If you don't, and then, you know, a salsa of your choice. So I don't have any fresh salsa left, so I'm just going to use the rest of the salsa verde and the rest of that tomato sauce that I have made. That's kind of what I'm going to do, because, you know, I got to use what I have. And then I'll put the spices in. So that'll just be my taco-y. And then I'm going to put, and then diced tomatoes. And then, the rest of these diced tomatoes in here. So if you have the can of diced tomatoes and you want to use those, I normally can mine. I just was out of them. So I'm just going to put these in here. And these are so nice because you can just put the raw chicken in here, because we're going to throw these right into the slow cooker and they'll cook just like that. So it's going to be easy peasy. That's how I like to cook. Put this tomato juice in each of them. There we go. Use up those tomatoes. And this is that chopper thing I got. I love it. Saves my arm from chopping. Okay, and then I'm gonna put the tablespoon of taco seasoning in here. So my homemade taco seasoning, you can use whatever taco seasoning you choose, but I'm gonna put a tablespoon in each of those. Ooh, that smells good. And that is it. That is it. There it is. And then I'm going to let the air out, cover that. Those are done. Easy peasy. And I got one more I'm going to do, which is fall apart chicken. This is so delicious. So easy. And these are... The secret of this one is kind of the rub. The rub that goes for the chicken. So, alright. So that one goes there. My freezer is going to be stocked, you guys, so I'm trying to get ready for the pantry challenge, which I'm trying to do for the winter. My goal is to have enough meals and just food stocked up, even, with my canning and stuff. I can still have stuff that I can cook, so I don't have to shop in January and February. That's my goal. And what's nice is if I have all these meals prepared and made, it just makes life easier. So, or ready to make. All right, so the final one, I'm gonna get gloves because I'm gonna have to touch these chicken legs, these little chicken legs. So I got a bag. All right, so I am back, and I really hope, because my phone battery died, because like I said, we were out on the boat all day, that I got all of the other things that I got done. But this is the final one. I'm going to get this done because I am done cooking. So just to recap, I did make, let me grab it, the egg baked casserole. It is done. I will cut this into individual servings. I'll keep a couple in the fridge and then freeze the rest. They can easily come out, microwave for a couple minutes, and be a great snack or brunch. So that one is done. Then we made the chicken enchiladas. We got 2 of those. Those are done and in the freezer. And then I even had a couple servings for tomorrow that are in the fridge. I got the 2 things of normally they're turkey and bean chili, but I ended up using the leftover breakfast sausage. So I have sausage and bean chili. I've got 2 of those frozen, the dump ones in the bag. And I got the 2 taco chickens with the chicken breasts. I've got 2 of those servings. Let's see, did we do anything else? I don't know. Okay, well, we're going to do these. We may have. If we did, I'll put it in there. So this is pull apart chicken. Super easy. Now I did 8 of these legs in each bag because these are great for barbecue. They also are great. You can throw them in the slow cooker. They're great in the oven. They're awesome. Like if my kids come over, that's why I did 8 of them, because they would love these. So I didn't have brown sugar, so I used my cane sugar and molasses. I made my brown sugar. But you take a half a cup of brown sugar, take some garlic powder, onion salt. Let's see what else is in there. Paprika. So 2 tablespoons paprika. Let me bring this over. 2 tablespoons paprika, half a cup brown sugar, 1 teaspoon pepper and salt, which I forgot to add the pepper and salt in there. Let me do that. And onion powder, garlic powder, and a little bit of ground mustard, so dried mustard. Ooh, I got a little bit too much salt in there. And then you just mix it up, and then you split it between the 2 bags here. So we just do 1/2 here, and then you do the other half here. So that's the dry rub part of it. And then what you do is you take whatever barbecue sauce you have. I don't have any of my own made right now, so I have this Stubbs left over, which I like. I mean, it's sugar free and I like it, so my kids tend to like it too. So I'm gonna you put about a cup in each of the bags. So I'm gonna just put half of the bottle in each of the bags here. And that is it. That is absolutely it. And then you can freeze this. This is raw chicken. I didn't cook it. I didn't do anything for it. So that is it. So you can low cook it on low. You can for 6 to 7 hours in a slow cooker. That's it. Super easy. Put the directions on there. Date I made it. Close them up. Freeze them. That is it. So we got that many meals done in, what time is it? Let's see. In about an hour and 7 minutes. And I did have some technical difficulties with my phone. So, you know, it happens. But anyway, so not too bad. Not too bad at all. So my freezer is pretty stocked right now. I'm going to have to clean it out. All right. If you like videos like this, please let me know. Like and share. And have a great day. Be blessed. Bye.